Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Baku for round 2 of season 4 in 7th gear racing. Hopefully, we're in for a good one tonight. Baku, obviously, a notorious track for broken wings and broken hearts. This track can destroy you. There's lots of different turns to look out for here tonight. Of course, the famous castle section, turns 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Everyone's favourite set of corners on the F1 calendar, and of course the tricky turn 15. You hit that bump or that curb, and you're going into that wall. So yeah, 26 laps in the race, 2 DRS zones. There are 20 turns in total around this track. So hopefully we're in for a good one. Of course, back of last week's result. In round 1, Thomas came away as the victor, quite comfortable in the end, as Hungary proved to be a bit of a spinning ground for a lot of drivers as we were getting used to the new game and the new physics. Everyone learning that curbs are not your friends in this year's game. As I said, Thomas won. He has now won the last 4 races in a row. The last 3 in season 3, and of course the first one in season 4. And tonight, well, I should say also, he has also won both previous rounds here at Baku. So Thomas on a bit of a hot streak tonight. I think he'll certainly be one of the favourites for victory tonight, as it looks like Rapia is our first man out on track. A man who, with a bit of luck, can get some good results. He always seems to get a lot of bad luck when he's in good positions. We were season 2 podium, of course Thomas won. Phil Lucy was second last season. He was supposed to be racing tonight, but unfortunately he seemed to run out of Xbox Live, which is not ideal as you're supposed to go for a league race. And Rapia came third here last season, so he's got a previous here. And I'm sure a third place would go down well with him. Got Legendary on tonight. We'll watch out for him. He's unfortunately one of the people that have had a few wheel issues. He says he may have got it sorted, so hopefully he will be able to show his talents tonight. And of course, a warm welcome to our Tier 2 runner-up last season, Visions, who makes his debut in Tier 1 tonight. In the Ferrari. Also making their debuts tonight, we've got Jesley Wobbs, and Wooders, and Hecky, all making their debuts tonight here in Tier 1. I would go through the championship standings, but of course we've only had one round. So obviously Thomas is leading the championship. As he won last week, Elite Risk came second, and Kate Gorniak was up there on third. So then, let's get this sorted out, shall we? As we prepare, as we follow Rapia, who actually he's got a Red Bull behind him, so hopefully we don't get too much in the way of each other. Let's see what kind of lap time Rapia can set. Last season's pole time on the previous game was set by Legendary on 1:38.4. We saw last week that the guys couldn't quite get near. I think they're about a second off last season's pole time. Obviously, different game. So we'll see how far they're off on this year's game. Let's see how Rapid does through the castle section. Oh, that was nice. That was very nice from Rapia, well done. Let me just get my full lap up. There we go. Here we are, turn 15. This is turn 15, everyone's favourite. Oh, this is so easy to put a wheel into the wall there. But, yeah. Getting the fire and getting away with that time. We do the flags in qualifying. It's on DNFs, it's usually someone slowing down. That's how I love that shot when you've got 2 cars coming against each other. So Rapia and Jake's retired. What's happened there? Is he retired coming out of the pits? That's odd. What's happened there? Looks like he's spun going into turn 2. That's odd. So it looks like Jake will be starting from the back for the lap time. Either way, Rapier sets the bar with a 1:38.0, and Pro Gamer goes even faster with a 1:37.8. So they've already beaten last year's pole time. They couldn't beat it around Hungary, but they have smashed it here in Baku, and those times will of course only come down. Jesse Lubbs his first lap, 38.8. Sucking up the pace so far. Elite Risk, 4th position. You'll want to do better than that. What about Visions? 1:41.0. That's a horrible lap. He's obviously made a mistake somewhere. He's right on board with going. Oh, he's hit that corner. He's hit that corner section. Right, the fastest corners in F1. DRS activated. What kind of lap can Gorniak set? 3rd last week, remember. 7th, 1:39.1 I should say. So a little bit off the pace for Gorniak. He'll want to go a lot faster than that. What about Legendary? What can he do? Right on board. See how far you can see the speed creeping up and up as he goes provisional pole with 1:37.7. Lap wheel is definitely working at the moment. Great lap there by Legendary. What about Fury Knights? Down in 6th position. Currently 7 tenths off the provisional pole time. He'll definitely want to do better than that. His teammate yet to set a competitive lap. Judging by this, it looks like he's only invalidated his first lap, or this is just him coming to the end of his first fast lap now. And he's going to the pits. No, DRS open, so this is his fast lap. The 37s are gone, 38. Ooh, 16th. 16th? No, 9th. It says 16th, but he's 9th. So, almost half a second of his teammate. Not a bad result there for Fitz. I'm sure he'll set a faster time. What about Thomas then? One of the last of the people to go out. Let's see what we can do. He's just started his lap. Look at all that traffic he's got to deal with. Hopefully they'll move out the way for him. There he goes, thank you Fitz. Hopefully Thomas isn't too fast and doesn't catch everyone ahead of him. So we'll see what kind of lap does as the Williams gets out of the way there. Is that Williams? I think it was Williams. It was Williams. Good eye, Pete, well done. Anyway. Let's watch Thomas through the car station. I'll tell you what, that bump is non-existent for Pad Juniors. Right, can Thomas keep it clean? Oh, that looks so smooth, doesn't it? Oh, a bit of hesitation there on the throttle. Could have cost him a 10 or 2 there. Let's see what he does into everyone's favourite turn 15. How much of the bump curve will he take? Oh, a little bit. You can see the car drift out wide when he took that corner. From Thomas, who of course is on pad, so he's probably one of the fastest pad drivers out there, to be honest. That is technically a corner, so DRS is open now. Let's see what kind of time can he match Legendary's time of a 1:37.7. He doesn't. He goes 4th for 1:38.1. So currently 4/10 off the pace. It's, definitely some more time in the bag for Thomas. Fantastic lap there by Legendary. So then, after the first round of laps, Wooders looks like he's maybe just going for the one fast lap at the moment. This is going for a quick turnaround, but as it stands, we've got Legendary currently up there in first with 37.7. Pro Gamer second, Rapier third, Thomas fourth, David up there in fifth position. That's a good lap from David, to be fair. Elite Risk there in sixth, Al Ross in seventh. Haven't seen much of him today. Fury Knights is on another out lap, or no, he's just started another fast lap, so he's going for 3 runs today. Patrick Robert in ninth. We've got Jesse Wubbs, first of the debutantes, up there in 10th position. We've got Fitz in 11th, Hecky 12th, second of our debutants. Okay, Gorniak down in 13th. Pudgy Porter 14th, Vision 16th. Who will just be starting a lap in a second. Fitzy down there in 16th, having yet to set a lap. And Wooders, of course, also yet to set a lap. Well, Jake, according to the pit, our own Tech Parax down there, Jake spun and tapped the wall, and his wheel flew off. Lovely jubbly, as we see Jesse Wubbs retire. Let's see where he's retired, probably in the pits maybe. Either way, Wooders goes fourth for a 1:38.1. That's a good, nice way to introduce yourself to the league, isn't it? Great lap there from Wooders. As Rapier goes into provisional pole with 1:37.5. Another fantastic lap there. Rapier obviously looking to make his way up. And what's happened here? Fitz has got a grid penalty. He's hit. He's collided with David. David's retired. So I wonder if David retired in the castle section and then was hit by Fitz. That is odd. Let's just go to race director for a second. Obviously, it doesn't tell you what happened, but yeah, Fitzy hit David. So yeah, it looks like David DNF'd, and Fitzy, obviously expecting maybe the car to ghost, hit him and incurred a 5-place penalty, which is such a shame. Either way, he's at the start his fast lap. He is is that arrow still out the way. So Elite Risk up into second position. He's improved quite a lot. A lot of drivers down into the 1:37s now. Fury Knights 37.8. He's now down. Sorry, he's down into 1:37.8. He should have. So all these yellow flags. I can't see how much time there's left. Just under 5 minutes. I know. So David, who was up there in 5th, is now down in 8th, and he can't improve his time. Yeah, and Jesse Wubbs also won't be setting another time. Oh, was that a car going sideways? It was Hecky! He was, obviously, I think got a bit too greedy. Coming out of turn 3. Please don't, he just gets out of the way of the Williams there. And he's got to do another 360 now, isn't he? What's he going to do? There's no one behind him, so he's okay. Don't get yourself disqualified. Well done. Right then. Vision's improved to 11th position by 1:38.8. Currently just over a second off the pace. I'm sure he'll want to do better than that. He'll have one more run, I imagine. Thomas down in 7th position. Oof. He's currently 1:38.8. You imagine someone of Thomas' caliber will want to get in the 37s. But then Baku is a bit like Monaco. It's a race of attrition. So really, even if you do qualify 9th or 10th, there's every possibility of still winning this race due to the amount of safety cars we might have and amount of wings that people will inevitably lose. 26 laps around here. It's doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot for a track like Baku. Especially that castle section, getting it right every single time. as I believe Legendary. No, it was Wooders. Wooders has moved up to 4th position by 1:37.8. So, another good lap then. Should hopefully be in for a good race tonight. All these people in the 37s. Lap 1, sector 1. Okay. That is odd. They'll tell me what lap they're on, so I can't actually see how much time is left. Excellent. So, according to Fitzy, so it was actually Fitzy who spun his car, and it didn't ghost for David. So David was the one that drove into Fitzy's, and the car didn't ghost. So unfortunate there for those two, which does result in Fitz having a good penalty. Unfortunately, the game doesn't recognise when these kind of things happen. So currently, Fitz will be down in 13th, and I can't see how much time there is left because the yellow. I've got some kind of yellow flag glitch. So that's fantastic. Thank you, Codemasters. Wooders making his way back down. There can't be many minutes left. No one currently on a fast lap by the looks of it. So there's just under 3 minutes left now. So enough time for everyone to go out there and get a run in. No, sorry, 2. So under 2 minutes left now. So everyone on their outlap preparing. I think Wooders is probably done for the day. I don't think he'll be able to get. There's only 2 minutes left. I don't think he'll be able to get in and out. Or out and in, I should say. In and out. In, out, in. Shake it all about. Either way, I believe that is Wooders done. Impressive debut so far from him. Everyone's still on their outlap, apart from Patrick Robert. He will be the first to try and improve his time for the final time in qualifying. Ooh, little scrape little ball there from Patrick Robert. Playing the fire there. That didn't look very smooth, did it? But, these camera angles can be very deceiving. Oh, and qualifying has now finished. So if you haven't started a lap, you are done. I believe that's not true because you've still got a lot of an outlap. So obviously I've got the timing glitch once again. Oh, he takes a lot of curb, and you can see as he hits the wall. I imagine that'll be a bit of wing damage, so he's going to have a tricky time going through these fast corners. Can't really tell the car damage much this year, unfortunately. Let's see if Patrick can keep out the wall. He can, so downforce wasn't affected too much. What kind of lap can he set? He's got a Aston Martin behind him. Patrick Robert stays 13th. Is that Fury behind him? Oh, he's invalidated. Someone's lost their wheel, and it's. Someone's lost the wheel, and I can't see who's lost the wheel. Either way, Fury's done. He's then validated. There's an errant wheel there. I don't know whose it is, because it doesn't look like anyone else is retired. Right then. I'm kind of lost now. Where am I? So it looks like a Ferrari will be crossing the line soon. Is it Visions? Yep, Visions crossing the line. What can he do? Can he improve his time? He sticks to the left, and he stays in 4th position. Great lap there from Visions. Oh, what about Rapier? Can Rapier improve on his provisional pole? Can he improve on his 37.5? And he does a 37.3. Wow, great lap. What about the Mercedes? Is that Legendary? What can Legendary do? He just nipped across the line. Second, 37.5. The times are tumbling down. Who's next? It's one of the... It's Pro Gamer. What can he do in the Williams? He's very slow already. He's only on 1 minute 40s. And of course, Fury's behind him has invalidated. So next will be Thomas. What can Thomas do? He's down in 9th position at the moment, behind Fury. Oh, he's pitting. He's given up on that lap. He's obviously, oh yeah, he's in a mare. Who's across the line? Looks like he's going slow. So it looks like that is your green order for now. Thomas down. Look at that. So we've got. Look at all these Aros in 4th position. Good lap for him as well. As we as Daniel Ricciardo and Bottas join the grid. Well, hello to you two gentlemen. I wasn't expecting you two to join tonight, but welcome along. I'm sure having the real Daniel Ricciardo and Bottas will be a great ratings boost for us here at 7GR. But I have to say, what an impressive lap from Rapia. 37.3. Amazing that, really. Over 2 tenths faster than legendary. Elite Risk up there again in 3rd position, so he'll be looking to improve on his 2nd place from last week. But of course, the 2 championship favourites, Fury and Thomas, down there in 8th and 9th, I think it was in the end. Fitz was 7 tenths up, so he would have been almost pole. But unfortunately, Fitz will drop down to 14th position, so that everyone will drop up behind him. David going to 12th in the end. Shame for him, because he was looking like he was going to set a decent lap. But quickly go for the grid. We've got 20 seconds. Rapier pole, Legendary 2nd, Elite Risk 3rd, Alros in 4th, Vision on his debut in Tier 1 is up in 5th, Wooders on his debut 6th, Pro Gamer 7th, Fury 8th, Thomas 9th, Fitz 10th, Fitzy 11th, David 12th, Kegorniak 13th, Patrick Ward 14th, Jessie Wobbs 15th, Hecky 16th, Podgy Porter 17th, and Jake last with no time set. Right then, so we'll have a couple of minutes break before the race starts. Hopefully none of the new guys will ready up. Apparently, so we are scheduled to go at 6 minutes past, so we've got 3 minutes. I will just have a quick drink before I continue to talk, because I talk too much. And if you listen in Fury, no, I haven't sworn yet. I do not swear. Some nice refreshing orange and pineapple squash. Lovely, jubbly. Elite Risk missed the line. So we've got 2 minutes to go. Quick word on tyres before we start. Obviously the top 10 will be on those softs. According to the game, the softs will only last 8 laps. So mediums 15 laps and hards 19. So technically you could do a 1 stop from a soft to a medium, because you can bet your bottom dollar there should be at least 1 safety car tonight, even though it is on reduced. We saw last week, even on reduced, we had I think 3 safety cars on reduced last week. Yeah, I think turn 1 and 2 are going to be very tight. There's always expectations for incidents. I'm just going to take I'm just going to be quiet for the next minute until the lights go out. Right then, 10 seconds to go until lights out, or the lights start going out, I should say. Rapier on pole. Can he get away nicely, or will it be legendary who gets a jump on him? And away we go. Good start by Rapier. Looks like Ariel Thomas has gone down 3 places already. Thomas gone down 6 places off the start. A terrible start for him. Rapier keeps his lead, legendary second. The top 3 remain same. Fury at the 5th position already. And Aros is down to 14th, so I'm not too sure what's happened there. Has he got any wing damage? Doesn't look like it, but he's had some kind of incident. Anyway, back to the front. The drivers are already down to turn 3 and turn 4. Vision down to 9th. He's fallen down 4 places. Terrible start for him. Thomas down in 13th. I wonder what happened. Has he got wing damage? I don't think you can really tell. Doesn't really look like it from this angle. But, like I said, unfortunately, wings don't fall off a lot this year, so it's quite hard to tell if they got physical damage or not. So it's going to be if Thomas wants to win his 5th race in a row and his 3rd here in Baku, then he's got to pull off some kind of driving tonight. As you see Visions get past David in an unorthodox passing. He does. Fits up into 7th. He's like 10th in the end, so did he get a time penalty? Either way, Rapier lead. Oh, well, there's someone in the wall. Who was it? Was it Fury? It's Fury in the wall. He's lost it, and oh no, carnage! Absolute carnage! Oh no, Fury lost it coming out of the fast corners. It looks like Jessie Wobbs possibly hit him, and there's a safety car deployed. As we've seen Thomas pit, it looks like if he's picked this early, I imagine he'll be putting on a new wing. Yes, he does. Has he had another incident? That looks like his wing's been torn right off. As Hector and Fury's DNF'd. What's happened there? That was odd. Either way, we have a safety car on lap 2. Vision's back up into 6th. He's lost a few positions. Oh, that was a carnage start there. Right then, let's take a breath. It's a manic start. As the cars to the safety car up. Oh, and Visions has got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Oh, I smell BS. That, unfortunately, is a bit of a race ruiner for Visions. He's obviously, when the safety car comes in, he'll be right down the back of the field. Jake is up to 12th. I'm starting last as I set my time in qualifying. Definitely not ideal because you always, even if you do one lap, it's always nice to be iron. Lots of ups and downs. Wooders up into 4th position. Top 3 stay the same. So good going from those 3. As we see Pro Gamer pit, we've seen a couple of the pits. Look at this. We've got Pro Gamer. We've got Visions in the pits. What's he going in the pits for? Because he's still got to do a drive-through. Maybe it's a bit of a tactical one as he puts the mediums on and a new nose. It's interesting. Maybe he hit it under the safety car? Odd. Either way, that drops Vision right down the back of the pack. He comes out ahead of Thomas though, who's having a nightmare race. But of course, Fury Knights is DNF'd. So that's one championship contender out of the race. But of course, he's still got Rapier, Legendary and Elite Risk up there. Up in 1, 2 and 3. Is this the race where Rapier's luck turns and he can actually show what he can properly do? So then, David up 6 places from the start. So he's made up what, maybe... Oh, God, like he almost spun. Patrick Robert up to 6th position. That's unfamiliar territory for him, but anything can happen in Baku. So maybe he's on for a strong result, as it looks like Jake is falling down. What's happened to Jake? Has he hit someone? What is going on? He's suddenly down into 14th position. What happened there? We see a bit of carnage under the safety car. Safety car is in this lap as well, so a nice quick one, only out for 2 laps. So Rapier becomes the safety car, as we always say. Will he be able to get the jump? And the guys behind him, Legendary, if he manages to stay within that half a second, we'll get a good slipstream, because the safety car, that late notice, yeah, Rapier hasn't got a lot of chance to try and pull any tricks out, and it's a long way down to the first corner. And you can see Legendary just, and Rapier slows down, and now he goes, almost, he waits for the last possible moment, and he keeps his third position, and Visions has got a 5-second penalty for being in the pit lane. It's from bad to worse for Visions. Oh dear. Right then. So, the top 3 still remain the same, as we see Patrick Robert falling down the field. He's had a spin coming out of turn 2. Oh, I'm sorry, Patrick. I feel like I cursed you there. You're up in 7th place, and now you're down in 15th. Looks like Jake's had a spin as well. He's gone way deep into turn 3, and he's lost some of his nose. So that'll be a pit for him. Oh dear, it's a lot of people having bad races. Thomas getting a bad start, but he's back up into 13th position. Is that Patrick Robert? There's Pad Pro game up to 8th, Fitzy down to 9th. It's all going off here, apart from the top 3 or 4. They're all right by themselves. They're fine. But turn 15. Anyone? No, they're all safely through turn 15 for now. So this is where the slipstream counts. Let's ride on board the Legendary and see what kind of boost he can get. Oh, it looks like Rapier hit the wall without losing some momentum. It looks like it will, because Legendary is closing. He's closing. There's no DRS yet, of course. Will he go left or will he go right? He goes left and goes to the inside. He's alongside Rapier. He takes him before the corner, and he takes the racing line. And Legendary is up into the lead of the Grand Prix. Now, will Rapier be able to get him back into turn 3? Oh, I think he's overbraked himself there, and that'll give Legendary a chance to get away. David is up into 4th position. Is that Thomas in the pit again? It is. What is going on? Oh, and that's Wooders in the pits. It looks like he's had an accident. Oh my goodness me. I can't keep up with all this. What is... Oh, why am I trying to commentate on Baku? It's just... Oh dear me, I'm going to lose my voice in this tonight. Right, Podgy Porter up in that 8th position. I'm not going to say anything, because he'll crash as well. But he's currently got a train of cars behind him. As there's that Kate going, has he hit the wall? No, he's just been overtaken by a Pro Gamer. Bit of an unorthodox plastic position. But Pro Gamer is up into 5th position now. Pro Gamer didn't really show a lot of speed last week in Hungary, so he'll want to show everyone what he's about. But he's already 5.5 seconds behind David. There's the tyre. So then, the top 4 still on the original softs. Everyone behind him is on mediums, so in about 5 to 6 laps, when the leaders pits, Pro Gamer will inherit the lead, and you can bet your bottom dollar Pro Gamer will do a one stop. Has he already pitted? He has. So Pro Gamer has actually already pitted. So he's got rid of his softs. That's good work by him. Alright. And that's Kaguniak in the pit, so he did get some damage by the looks of it. Oh, dear me. So Hecky up into 8th. The highest runner of our debutants so far tonight. He's got Patrick Robert behind him. Visions back up into 10th position as his roller coaster race continues. But big story, of course, now is you've got Thomas down at 15th position. I think unless safety cars come into this, you think that this will be Thomas. Thomas probably won't want to pit again. That is, if there's no safety cars, that's pretty much him done. He won't win the race, and he could definitely still get points, of course. But if he keeps his nose out of that wall, I think he'll get points. But I think the win's definitely out the window for Thomas unless something drastic happens. La Rapia has fallen down into 3rd. I missed that. So Elite Risk has gone up into 2nd place. Elite Risk showing some great pace at the start of the season here. Oh, look at that. Right then, so this time, what we'll do, we'll go on board with Elite Risk and we'll look behind. As he has Rapia and David right behind him. In the top 4 on the softs, Legendary has pulled out 2.5 seconds. He's showing some great pace. Rapia is already closing and he will, of course, have the DRS effect as well. And look at that, as soon as it opens, you can see he's closing. Will he get there in time? He goes for the inside line. Rapia, look at that. It's done before the corners there. Bit of a late move. Pro Gamer sets the fastest lap of the race in the mediums. As Elite Risk and Rapia go side by side into turn 2. Always a risky maneuver. And David's got Rapia as well now. And David is looking to make a move on Elite Risk for 2nd position. Well, rubbish camera. He's going around the outside of turn 3. Still going side by side. Great race nearby on these two, and David gets it. He's up into 2nd position. And all this fighting has allowed Legendary to pull out a gap, and he's got 3 seconds now. Oh, and Pro Gamer, he's closed that gap by 2 seconds already, so he's definitely showing a block speed tonight. What is the other one that I thought was a look out for down in 10th after his early pit stop? But it's Baku. I said it again, Baku! Fitz up in 6th position. He was doing well in Hungary last race, but a lot of defending to do. Today he's currently got Poggi Porter behind him. He'll be looking, with Fury having DNF'd, he'll be looking for a good chunk of points tonight to help the constructors fight. Just take a wee breather while things settle down on the track. Elite Risk has fallen almost a second behind David. And what's going on here? David, I think David's hit the wall. Has he got damage? Either way, Elite Risk. Oh, they're all going into the pits. That's 6. That seems very early. I mean, we know that fresh softs go about 8 laps, and let's see if David changes his wing. He does. So it looks like David did touch that wall on his way in, which promotes Pro Gamer up into 2nd position. I'll tell you what, he's in a good position, Pro Gamer. Obviously, he's got a pit once more. Well, he doesn't have to, but having pit so early, I don't let those mediums will go to the end. You can see all the early pitters are going on to the hards. Rapia has come out on the mediums. So, bold move. So he's got to do 18 laps on those mediums. The game says a fresh set can go 15 laps. So, it's definitely possible, especially with any kind of safety cars or VSCs. It's definitely possible. Visions up into 5th position. He has to take that 5-second penalty, of course, though. And he will have Elite Risk breathing down his neck anytime soon. As Legendary has opened the gap up to 5.8 seconds. So I wonder if Pro Gamers made a mistake somewhere, because that gap... No, I'm lying to myself, because obviously it was 3.5 seconds to the car in front, and then Legendary had a gap. But the gap is currently 6 seconds. Let's see if Legendary, will he decide to pit, or will he go on a bit more? He looks like he's keeping left. Looks like he'll be coming into the pits. Yes, he is. Let's see what tyres he chooses to put on. I imagine he'll go on the hards if he wants to go to... No, it's the mediums that are going on. So another brave call. Maybe that's what Jeff is suggesting. But either way, it's definitely a bold choice because those mediums will be hard to control near the end of the race. As we see Podgy Port and Paget Robert at over second position. Not so. Oh, that's Visions. He's retired. He's DNF'd into turn 1. It's not something you see every day. Oh, that is. And Thomas has pitted again, and there's a safety car. So, oh, yeah, me. All the places. Say turn 1's not usually a place you retire. So, just got a message from you, bottled it. So yeah, obviously, unfortunate vision on his Tier 1 debut. He missed the opening race of the season. As Thomas goes for the medium, so he'll be going to the end of the race. But he's down there in second to last. As Jake also pits. Will he put the mediums on? He does. So lap 9, we have our second safety car of the race. I would like to remind you, we are on reduced safety car settings. As I wonder if Pro Gamer will want to pit, because obviously the field will bunch up right now, and that will play right into Legendary's hands. He's less than 10 seconds behind Pro Gamer, so he must have had a really good pit stop somewhere. I wonder if he'll pit again and then put on the hard to the end, or will he? Because you can see the game says that he's always been on those tyres. He's already been on those tyres 5 laps. Looks like he's keeping left, but will he pit and put some hards on, or will he put a fresh set of mediums on? No, it looks like he's staying out. So he looks like he's confident in his abilities to maybe pull out a gap as we see Podgy Porter into the pits for his stop. Possibly a bit early. I imagine he'll put the hards on and when I go to the end. Shame really, because he was up in third position. As you can see, the two kind of net leaders of this race, Legendary and Elite, are now back up into third and fourth position. You can imagine they'll make light work of Paget Robert. In the first couple of laps he's out. We see more pit stop overtake. Is that McLaren in the wall? Is that Rapper in the wall? Oh no, what's happened there? He's down in 10th position. So once again, it looks like Rapier has been dealt a rubbish hand, and what looked like a promising race for him looks like it's been turned on its head once again. Oh, will it ever go right for Rapier? I've got a feel for the guy. Anyway, Thomas is up into 13th position. He's actually mate, it's just up and Goniak who's decides to pit again. Programmer up now with the safety car. I wonder, so the pack is quite tight, so you wonder if the this car will come in again. Don't get too close, guys. You're gonna get penalties. I actually meant that there's Jake is quite far behind, so I don't think the safety car will come into that. I imagine one more lap, and the safety car will be on its way in. Not coming in this lap, which is good. Allow the 3 cars at the back there to catch up. We've got Techie, the only one on the softs on the track. So you imagine Techie will obviously have to pit again. Patrick Robert will have to pit. I don't believe he's pitted yet. No, he hasn't. So Patrick Robert is the only person yet to stop. So he'll have to stop at some point to put the hards on. So unfortunately, I think all the safety car is a bit of a ruining his race strategy, which I'm guessing is why Podgy Porter put the hards on. He's still up in 7th. So realistically, we know that Patrick Robert will be pitting again. Possibly Pro Gamer as well. Obviously, he put those tyres on lap 2 or 3. So if he does try and go to the end, they will be screaming. This is tyres. Got legendary and elite risk. Legendary 1 lap in the tyres and elite risk. So elite tyres will go off a little bit sooner. And Wooders having a good debut race after a bit of a wobbly start. He's back up there in 5th position. Hopefully he can show us what he can do. David up there in 6th position. A lot of these drivers had been an up and down race for a lot of these drivers. One has been Thomas down at the back of the grid. He hasn't been able to make his way through the field yet. Every time and that is Podgy Porter in the wall. What's happened there? And what is he doing? Does that mean the safety car will be delayed another lap? Because it looks like he's got damage, so he's going to have to pit. So that is obviously, I think he's lost it under the safety car, and if he doesn't catch up, that's hopefully Jake can go in there. Cavan got damage. Because that was a very odd incident. I haven't seen a safety car in this lap yet, so it looks like that little incident has meant the safety car is staying out another lap, unless you get a very late call right now. No, safety car is staying out another lap, so a reprieve there for Podgy Porter, who wingless will obviously now be able to go in. Hang on, did his wing just pop back on? Or am I seeing things? Either way, if he does pit, there's another free pit stop for him. He doesn't pit though. He does. I was looking at the wrong bit of the map. So a new nose, that'll be a new nose for him. Shame really, because he was up there. 7th position, isn't he? I cursed him again, didn't I? I really should stop talking about individual people. As we see Aros overtake Fitzy under the safety car. What's happened there then, boys? Have I missed something? Because Rappy is up into 9th. Of course it was Podgy Porter, so that's why Rappy is on the 10th, but I saw Aros and Fitzy change positions. I wonder what's happened there. But, I wonder if the safety car will be in this lap, because Podgy Porter's got to catch back up now. But I'd say if no one does pit again, then Podgy Porter will be in a good position with those fresh mediums. Will definitely be in a position to take a few cars, struggle on their tyres at the end. And Patrick Robert just... I'll tell you what, if more safety cars come out, he can pit lap 20, put some softs on, and have a quick end to the race. As it stands, it looks like he's going to be missing out on some good points here. Watch out for Fitz at the start. He's on hards. And watch out for Hecky. Hards against softs after a safety car is a bit of an unfair advantage for the softs. So we'll see what kind of defence Fitz can put up. Is the safety car in yet? I haven't seen a message saying it's in. All the cars are caught up. Safety car lights are still blinking. So I think the safety car should tell you about now that it's coming in around this corner. That's usually when it happens. There we go. So Pro Gamer becomes the effective safety car, as I've already said twice already today. Hopefully no more. Just have some clean racing to the race now, please guys. Of course it is Baku, so anything can happen. When will Pro Gamer go? He's just got to wait for that safety car to go. Slowing down. I wonder if he'll do what Rapier did. It was a good move from Rapier what he did. And oh no, he faked the go, didn't he? Pulling those tyres up. Slowing down. Is that allowed? And there he goes, he's off. Bit of gamemanship there. Into turn 1, it looks like we've got Wooders challenging elite risk. They're going side by side into turn 2. Oh, and that's elite risk. He's hit the wall. Is that damage? That looked like quite a hefty hit. Unfortunately, we can't quite tell on this year's game. It looked like damage from the outside, but that was definitely a hefty whack as Hecky has overtaken Fitzy, but he's definitely fallen down because he was behind Fitz. Fitz will be looking to get those hard tires up running pronto as Legendary passes Patrick Robert into turn 3 or 4. So he will have his eyes set on Pro Gamer now. Pro Gamer, Legendary will both want the win. They'll want to get some good points onto the leaderboard after last week. What is up there in the 7th position? I believe that penalty is a 3-second. It is. So we've got another safety car. What's happened now? Thomas is retired. Thomas has hit the wall in the castle section, and Thomas, Mr. won 4 in a row, won both times here in Baku, has retired. So we will have a new winner around Baku tonight. Oh, what more can Baku? Stop saying Baku. What more can Baku throw at us tonight? This is extraordinary stuff. Will Patrick will he choose the pit this time? He does. So he will be putting the hards on. We won't be able to put a lot of the, look at that, a lot of the front runners. Oh, Patrick will gets himself a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. We've got a lot of people going into the pits again. So obviously Patrick Pro Gamers in the pits. Pro Gamers opted to pits. So he's pitted from the lead. Why did I miss that? He's pitted from the lead, so Legendary is now in the lead of this race. David up there in 2nd position, Fitz up there in 3rd. So, they'll be loving it. Showing Fury who the #1 driver is in their team. Potentially on for a podium tonight. Ross up in 4th now, Rapier up into 5th. Fitzy, all these top 6 guys, they won't be pitting again. Podgy Porter on his fresh mediums now, up into 7th position. Jake, who of course didn't set a qualifying time because he binned it coming out the pits. He'll be going to the end, I imagine, and he's up into 8th position now. All these guys are going to the end of the race. We'll try and go to the end of the race anyway. Wood is down in 13th. He's going to mare somewhere. At least Risk, of course, I think he had to change his nose cone after he hit the ball coming out of turn 2 after that battle. But things are changing. I tell you, you can't really predict what's going to happen here, can you? Because it's just you say one thing and then next thing you know, they're battling for 2nd or 3rd. Next thing you know, they're down in last position. So unfortunate for Elite Risk, who's shown a lot of speed here today. He showed a lot of speed last week. He's definitely one that's taken to this game like a duck to water. Another one who's taken this game to duck to water is Legendary. He's showing some good pace tonight, and it looks like I'm going to curse again, aren't I? It looks like his wheel issues are behind him. But we're just over halfway now, at 14 out of 26. This is safety car number 4. So, wow. It is Baku, so you can forgive these guys, but they're all very tight behind the safety car. No one's giving each other any breathing room, are they? We're definitely on for a good end. Hopefully we will get some racing, because we seem to get interrupted quite a lot by safety cars. And yep, shock of the day. Thomas DNFing. Of course, Fury Knight's DNFing as well. Opens up the door for Legendary to score some vital points. As that, what's happened to Fitzy's going down the field? Oh, we've seen some chaos under the safety car, and things are going on. Oh, what has happened here? More trouble under the safety car. That is not good, because if people have to come in and change their noses, then they are going to be right dead last because of the safety car. Dear me. Either way, Jake now is up into 7th position. I don't think Jake could have predicted that, but maybe Jake will fancy himself for a podium if things keep going the way they are. Of course, now I've said that, he'll be last in a minute. As people just seem to tumble down the order under the safety car for no rhyme or reason, other than because I don't know. But unfortunately, like I said, you can't visually see any damage at the moment. We've seen loads of cars come in for new nose cones, despite not being able to see any damage in broadcast mode or even on board. You can't see any damage, unfortunately. So, is the safety car coming in? We'll find out at turn 16. The field is bunched up. Very leaving to try and get some heat into those tyres. Of course, every safety car helps these tyres go to the end. And here we are, the safety car is in. So, oh, and legendary. Oh, I thought I had a little spin there. I thought it was going into the wall. Oh, well, that was a bit surprising. So, the cars all bunching up, legendary bunching them all up, waiting for the safety car to go in. When will legendary go? And he's off! Oh, he catches David by surprise. He's gone earlier than everyone else. Didn't give David the slipstream into turn 1. The gap is slowly but surely coming down. Will David be able to do anything in turn 1? No, but David has Fizzy behind him in third place. Fizzy goes through onto turn 1. He goes up the inside. They're wheel to wheel. Almost into the wheel. Fitz is up in the second position. David. Oh, and it was all so close. And I was getting him in for third as well. But David now right under the wing of Fitz. Can he do anything into turn 3? Oh, a little love tap there. But we've seen Hecky go down. Pro Gamer up into 9th position. Anyone else change? Anyone else has changed just for now? Legendary though, look at that. He's steaming away. 2 seconds and he's got his lead already. His tyres will be up to speed much faster than Fitz, who the number 1 Aston Martin driver, second position in those hard tyres. How fast do you need to get those? I mean, from my own personal experience, it takes a good 3 or 4 laps for these hards to get in the right zone. Until then, you're playing with fire, really. These hards can just make you wheel spin easy. As you can see, he's under so much pressure, and we've got another yellow flag. It looks like it's Hecky and Pro Gamer about to coming together. Oh, Pro Gamer was looking so strong for a win earlier, but it looks like that's his afternoon over. But we will follow the second position. Fitz, no DRS just yet, of course. David right behind him. Fitz covers the inside line. Uses a bit more ERS at the end. David looking to go around the outside. Fitz is able to cover it off. David now looking into turn 2. Will he go out the inside? Watch out for that curb and the wall. Oh, they just about get through an hour or so. Alros up into second position. And that's David. He's almost stopped. He's got some kind of damage, and that's Fitz as well. They're down to second position. Rapia up into third position. Oh dear. Oh. And that's Wood up into 7th. He's overtaking Jake. Oh gosh, I can't keep up. As Pro Gamer pits, what will he be? Put hards on. So unfortunately for Pro Gamer, he's got no new sets of mediums. Hecky didn't have to pit though, by the looks of it. Right, anyway, all this battling has meant that Legendary has built up a 5-second lead, as Patrick Robert has now got past Fitz. So has Fitz got damage. Again, it's like a broken record, but you can't, oh no, that you can tell now, look, he's definitely got damage. So that is a pit stop for him, and he won't be very fast around these corners as he straights the ball again as Wooders gets past him. Watch out for turn 15, Fitz, it'll be tricky about a wing. Oh, just about. So obviously that was him and David into turn 2 the previous lap, as Patrick Robert now up into 4th position as David got damage. He has. He's lost an end play as well. Oh. And DRS is now enabled. Will he have to pit? Does! So, and that's Alros down into third position as Rapier takes second position. Never give up, folks. That is the message from Rapier. He was almost pole, down to the back. Now he's back up into second. But Alros has got the DRS, but it doesn't look like he's been able to make any kind of inroads. He breaks it a little bit later. But Rapier has him covered. Patrick Robert, of course, up into full position. He's got Wooders right behind him. And Jake is down, he's in the pits as well. Jake puts on the sauce. So they will just about go 8 laps, so I think that's probably a good decision. Fitz on the mediums, going for the safer option. The number 1 Aston Martin driver out of the points and off the podium now. As Pro Gamer gets past Jake. Oh, dear me. Right, so lap 18. Legendary is your current leader. He hasn't won a race. I could be wrong here, but I don't think he's actually won a race since Zandvoort last year at his home Grand Prix. He's a very consistent driver, Legendary, always up and around the podiums. Rare to get a win, but when he does, it's well deserved. Rapier, second position. In third, he will have DRS. I wonder if he can. Looks like Rapier is a bit far away to do anything, but the gap was. Look at the gap tumble right down. That's almost 4/10 of a second he's gained on that straight alone. As Elite Risk has got past Wooders and Patrick Robert on one straight. Fantastic driving there. What about Alros? DRS open again. Can he get anywhere near Rapier? No, of course, Alros with that 3-second penalty, so Rapier will be aware of that. I think Rapier will be content with second place now. I'm not too sure if he feels he'll have the pace to catch Legendary. Either way, if he stays in second, that'll be a fantastic podium for him, and that'll definitely kickstart his season. Elite Risk, who I believe was at the back a minute ago, has found his way back up into fourth position. I told you he had pace, and somehow he's gone from almost last to fourth position. As Fitz up into 11th driver has overtaken Ponchi Porter. And Wooders, oh, he's lost his wing. He's lost his wing somewhere. And an eventful race is from worse to worse for Wooders. Watch out for this section though, because he won't be able to turn. Oh, he's lucky to keep his wheel there. Look out at turn 15 because you're going to have to brake a little bit earlier because that turn, oh, he's still got his wheel just about. Somewhere we'll talk about a lot today is Kate Gornia, currently up there in 6th position, looking to take 5th from Patrick Robert. Kate Gornia, of course, got 3rd last week, so this could be Kate Gornia a return to his consistent form, which saw him have a title fight, and here we go. It's easy pickings. He goes from the outside to the racing line, and he's easily passed Patrick Robert into turn 1. But now it'll be Patrick Roberts' turn to get DRS. Can he do anything? Acceleration difference between the two. Anyway, that's the fastest lap of the race. Nope. So Kegoniak keeps the 5th position. Alros still keeping it in that DRS. If he wants to keep that podium, wow, he needs to keep that gap to 3 seconds to Elite Risk. Otherwise, Elite Risk is going to jump him onto that podium. So he'll want to hope that Rapier's got some decent pace for him to keep up with. Because Alros has a 12 laps old, so they're going to be. As he collides with the castle wall, hopefully no damage. As I was saying, hopefully Rapier's got pace on his hards, because his mediums are going to be streaming anytime soon. I need to take a breath. Right, it's Fitzy up in the 7th position. He's the next one to be hunting down Patrick Robert. Hecky up into 8th position. He's been up and down, another one. He's been another one that's been up and down this race. He's currently in 8th position. Not a bad start for the debutant. David in 9th position. Looked all the while that he could have got a podium today, but a few incidents. I've seen him drop down the field a couple of times and finds himself in ninth at the moment. And Jake and Pro Gamer keep going at it. Going into turn 15 as Pro Gamer, has he got damage? I think he's hit the wall again, Pro Gamer. But you can see he's missing his right end plate. So that'll be another pit stop as Jake finds himself just outside the top 10 now. After that extra pit stop he had to make. Another 3 seconds ahead. Fitz up in 10th position now. Getting that solitary point for the Aston Martin team. Rapier now 9 seconds behind Legendary. So Legendary, even though Legendary's tyres are going to be getting old now, there'll be 5 laps to go. Oh, it looks so tight every time. You imagine Legendary, he's got a 9-second gap now. You imagine he'll be managing those tyres. He won't want to put any unnecessary stress on those tyres. He'll want to just keep it clean until the end. Get those 25 points. Who got the fastest lap of the race? I can't remember now. It was David for 140.0. 140.3 I should say, sorry. So an extra point for him on his way. And Ross still just at 8 tenths behind Rapier, keeping up. And Elite Risk has got the gap down to below 3 seconds now. So that is Elite Risk currently on the podium. So Alros now will probably want to get past Rapier and see if he can pull out a gap. Because Elite Risk is slowly but surely closing in. Okay, Gorniak currently 6.7 behind Elite Risk. He's pulled out a gap of 3.5 seconds. Robert, who's currently got Fitzy behind him, and Fitzy going for the move around the outside. And he does. Is that someone going to the pits? Yep, that's Hecky into the pits. Oh dear. So Patrick all the way down to 7th. As oh wow, Wooders sets the fastest lap, 39.7, and he's currently 8th. So right now, no one is getting the extra point for the fastest lap, unless Jake can do anything about it. But he doesn't look like he can catch Fitz at the moment, so I think he'll be content with that 10th, unless he gets Wooders closing him, and he'll be fighting for that point. So you can see that the gap has now stabilised, staying at that 9.5 seconds. Rapier has now pulled out over a second on Alros, so he's out of the DRS zone now. So Alros, I mean, he can't relax because it's only a second and a half. But Elite Risk, look at that, he's closed that gap down a lot. He's going to be right in the mix of turn 1 here. With P3 on the road. I don't think Alros will defend this too much because he knows that he's quickly, and that's Hecking's DNF. Oh, really close section. Elite Risk going for the easy move. Again, I don't think Alros. Oh, say that's a safety car! Oh, not. What I say, oh no, what's that? Oh, don't hit each other, boys. Oh no, an Elite Risk. Oh, they've hit each other under the safety car, they've got 5 seconds. Oh no. I think they were just overtaking each other under the safety car. They were trying to move out each other's way. I think they've had a little slip of each other, and the game has given Elite Risk a 5-second penalty, which will drop him a lot down the field. Because the safety car, I mean, I don't think the race will end under the safety car. We might get 1 lap of racing. Either way, that has eradicated Legendary's gap. His 9 seconds is no more. I wonder if Rapier will be able to do anything. So, as it stands, it looks like, I don't know if it, obviously, if the guys have got evidence, then the 5 seconds we might be able to take off. But if Elite Risk, oh no, he hasn't got 5 seconds. Was it Aros that got the 5 seconds? It's alright. I thought I saw elite risk. Yeah, elite risk. 5-second penalty. But unless I'm being blind, I can't see anything there. Hang on. No, it is. Sorry, I apologise. It's my eyes. I'm being completely dumb. So, yeah, it is elite risk for 5 seconds. Of course, it'll have to submit his clip to the stewards if he wants that 5 seconds taken off. If not, it looks like David is on for a podium. Another car who's been yo-yoing up and down the field today. A lot of these guys have put fresh softs on for the last lap of the race. I think they're all praying that there's going to be 1, maybe 2 laps of racing. He's going to get a fast lap in there as well. Pro Gamer hasn't pitted. I'm surprised he didn't come in for a set of softs to try and jump a few cars. Whoa, dear me. And okay, Gorniak, look at that. So he has put some fresh softs on. And he's only lost 1 position. So he'll be looking to get past David. It's going to be an interesting into the race here, depending on how many... I mean, the cars are still spread out, so... I mean, the safety car may only come in on lap 26, and we might genuinely finish this under the safety car. Which will be a definite first. Paul, yes, I should have got the spectator machine now. I think I'm looking at my screen wrong. Oh dear. But, anyone in the chat, who do you think is going to win? I think it'll be a brave man. I predict who's going to win this. As Patrick Robert gets some time penalty from corner cutting in the safety car. Stranger things have happened. But, there we go. Right, so turn 15. So we'll know. We'll know going into this corner, is the safety car going to come in and give us 2 laps of racing? Yes, the safety car is in this lap, so the guys at the back aren't going to be able to catch up in time. As Legendary is the safety car, which I believe I've now said for the 5th time today. 5 safety cars. Oh, it is Baku, but still. Dear me. 5 retirements. Right, how early will Legendary go? Right then. Obviously, Rappy on those hards. It's a bit harder for him to get up to speed. Oh, and Fitzy has hit Wooders on the safety car. Oh, dear me. And Legendary not going just yet. What's going on here? And he goes. Oh, he's tricked them all. Good tactic there as Elite Risk has got past Outrush, and Outrush going to turn 1. Oh, there's a bit like budget. Rappier's hit the wall. Oh no, Rappier. Oh no, he's being hit. He's hit the wall. Oh, and that's the podium gone for Rappier. Oh, what an absolute shame. 2 laps from the end and the podium is taken from his grasp. And there's more wing flying about everywhere. Is that Patrick Robert in the wall? Yes, it is. He's lost his wing. Oh, there's carnage at the back here. The McLaren's got no... Oh, actually, that's Rappier. He's got no wing. Oh, dear me. And that Jake's... Everyone's been in the wars. Fitz down into last. Has he got a wing? No, this penalty's going on right now. This is unprecedented scenes. We've got Ken Gorniak up in 3rd position in the stands. Oh, I can't keep up. I'm coughing. I'm speaking too much. There's too much action. Oh, stop overtaking each other. Stop it. It's Mr. Castle. Oh, we've all done that. Don't worry. But I imagine Rappier's feeling it. Because that's... Oh, and Wooders has DNF'd. Oh, he's hit the wall. As he goes to... He has, thank God. Otherwise, that's another retirement. But Fitzy in 8th. He's got no wing. Porter in 8th. He's got half a wing. Jake in 10th. Has he got a wing? Yes, apparently. Right, as we start, we're coming to stop the last lap of the race. I've got a headache from all this. And Gorniak has overtaken Elite Risk. Oh. Pro Gamer up into 6th, who was 5th. He was horrible. David staying out. That David damage being Patrick Robert. Oh, they're all fighting each other. Pro Gamer, who was outside the top, who was outside the points during the safeguard, he's up into 5th now. God, Owen Fitzy's retired. Is that a pit lane retirement? I imagine so. Rapier, probably another pit lane retirement. No, he's retired before the pits. Oh. It's all going a bit Pete Tong. Right, let's focus on the leader for a second, shall we? Legendary, it feels like he's the only one who hasn't put a foot wrong tonight. He did one of those tires with last, obviously. I'll tell you what, Kate Gorniak could win this on those fresh softs against 16-lap-old tyres from Legendary. Is Kate Gorniak about to get his first victory here in 7GR? He will get, I don't think he'll get DRS, but he'll have the slipstream. And are we about to get a new winner here? As we come around the final couple of corners, oh, a little lift there from Kate Gorniak. He's a bit unsure. He's half a second behind. I think he's a bit too far behind to take advantage. They both got DRS open. There is no DRS. So it looks like Legendary is your winner. He is. Kate Gorniak crossed the line in 2nd position. Elite Risk plus crossed the line in 3rd. As Pro Gamer is promoted to 3rd after all the penalties. Patrick Robert currently has 6th. Jake 7th after all that. Podgy Porter 8th. David 9th. Fitzy 10th. He'll be the last one to cross the line, and I think I'm almost out of words. This is crazy talk. Oh. But either way, Fitzy will pick up the last point. As he tries to retire himself. But, well, what an eventful race that is. I'll tell you what. I do not recommend commentating on Baku solo. The game gives Jake driver of the day. Obviously, he's gained the most positions in the race, but for me, as I struggle to speak, I think driver of the day, I think for me, has to go to Legendary. I don't remember him putting a foot wrong. I don't think he needed a wing change all race. He lasted 16 laps on those mediums. And he's taken the victory. He was made to sweat by Kate Gorniak on that final lap. He had those fresh softs on. Hit under the safety car. So well done to you. Legendary, his first win of the season. Kate Gorniak, 2nd place. Of course, these are all provisional at the moment, while we sort out any potential removal penalties. Pro Gamer, 3rd position. Elite Risk up in 4th. Alros 5th. Patrick Robert 6th. Jake 7th position, up from last on the grid after not seeing the time. Podgy Porter 8th. David 9th. Fitzy, the last of the runners, in 10th. And of course, all the DNFers. The first one, the last couple, of course, were in the pits. Fitz, Rapier, Wooders, all in that hectic last 2 laps, retiring. Pecky, Thomas, of course, the big surprise. Visions in 16th on his Tier 1 debut. Fury Knights, another surprise DNF. It didn't settle that time. And Jesley Wubbs, who lasted all of the 1 or 2 corners. So then, guys, that has been tonight's race done. If you've enjoyed that, please tune in tomorrow for Tier 2. We are around the speedy streets of Monza. I'll be racing, so come and watch me spin if you want to. It's going to be a fun time. I can't promise it'll be any more exciting than what we've just seen. I don't think many things could top that. There was just action all over the place. It was so hard to keep up. But anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on. Like I said, join us tomorrow, same time, 8:30. If not, join us next Tuesday, for Tier 1's next race. And we'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.